May I have some water? I'm serious. You know, one of the most important books I've read while I was here on campus is Women Don't Ask. Not newswomen, we ask. I was feeling a little parched, and you don't want someone feeling parched reading poetry. I hope to inspire today. My name is Venus Jones, and I am an MFA poetry graduate. I want to share some of my favorite female heroes with you today. And this poem will be followed briefly with another poem that I hope will inspire you to run amok or run towards your dreams and to keep running, no matter if you remember nothing else I said. I hope you remember that. But also remember that I am the author of She Rose, this book. And you can run to the back of the room afterwards, and all proceeds will be going towards a starving artist. And that would be me. I looked at my loan trustee. So this piece is called She Rose, and it's a little interactive. So if you would like to, help me out with this piece, if you feel the need, feel free to help. You'll get the gist of it. She rose for some of my female heroes. With the power of her presence and the strength of her fight, her words caused wrinkled men to question slavery. And weary women, they grew imaginary wings for solo flight. Sojourner rose. Sojourner Truth, she rose. I know why caged bird sings. Oh my. A landmark of first on a broken wing, even though she was raped at 7 and a mother at 16 with a past rooted in pain. She said, I rise. And her poetry sings. Maya rose, Maya Angelou, she rose. She stood in muddy water and created clean lines with a clear vision. Hate drew an incision across her beautiful monumental wall of art. And like a veteran soldier in a bulldozing battle, rage surfaced. But it was ancestress women who led her to pick up the pieces of her beating heart. And Maya rose, Maya lived, she rose. She loved one person at a time, a shining example of the divine. A steady flame and pillow for the restless, unwanted, unloved, and poor. She fed haunting hunger with her hands. And she opened up the stickiest door. Teresa rose. Mother Teresa.
She rose.
She was a Union spy with eyes in the back of her head. And over 1,000 crept in footsteps where she led. She forced them with a gun and said, live free. This female Moses taught them to walk, run, or fly. And Harriet rose. Harriet Tubman, she was called mentally ill. And worse, a traitor and a liar. She was joking. She was grilled in judiciary fire, levitating above sex books, videotapes, and lies. She helped remove muffles on psychic. Anita rose. Anita Hill.
She rose.
She said, feel what you cannot touch. She laughed at the thought of living with a crippling crutch. When they said, you are deaf, blind, and disabled. She couldn't understand their limited view. She jumped. She proved that she heard, she saw, and she even spoke like a spiritual guru, Helen Keller.
She rose.
At 15, she fought back against Little Rock, big fireballs, and acid attacks. In 1954, angry white mobs were ordered to open up the school door to blacks, and there was no dance or after-class play with a bounty on your head. Dignity, just like freedom, is a state of mind. Her grandmother said, Melba rose. Melba Bill.
She rose.
She's floating on air in a silver spacesuit with a fearless smile. She holds 3 degrees in hand, and they seek to clone her mental style. This rising star brings blueprints to the Peace Corps, and she measures the length of courage and mental vigor. May rose, May Janice.
She rose.
She sang of rotting bodies in America's very first protest song. Her life short, but the scar left on those soundtracks, lingering and long. Strange Fruit would be read on the Congress floor because of the love that she blew into an open sewer. Billy rose. Billie Holiday.
She rose.
She didn't spend time plucking her brows, knowing that inner beauty grows in a big, bright Mexican dress. She rebelled with art, the tingling toes. Her canvas celebrates a life of broken bones, fruits, and a thick thorn. She lived a life full of authentic expression in her search to be reborn. And Frida rose. Frida Kahlo. She
rose.
A humane example before she took a stand by keeping her seat. She rose despite the risk of a thrashed skull and dangling feet. Rosa rose. Rosa Parks.
She rose.
Lena Horne. Eleanor Roosevelt.
She rose.
Bessie Coleman.
She rose.
Angela Davis.
She rose.
Diane Carroll. She rose. Dolores Huerta.
She rose.
Toni Morrison.
She rose.
Ida B. Wells.
She rose.
Shirley Chisholm.
She rose.
Oprah Winfrey.
She rose.
Hillary Clinton.
She rose.
Fannie Lou Hamer.
She rose.
Barbara Jordan.
She rose.
Mary McLeod Bethune.
She rose.
Each one arose among thorns in every vision in full bloom. And if we were in ancient Kemet, Nefertiti would have granted them tombs. But the thankless are more than a few. You see, my mama rose, and your mother rose, giving birth to something new. They rose like blossoming babies, budding freshly formed leaves, quenching the taste of light. Morning. And I need each and every one of them to remind me that there's a Shiro in me, and there is a Shiro in you. I am a woman. I am a Mills woman. I am a Black Mills woman. And I don't want to sound boastful or aggressive, but I'm running it. And somebody told me a long time ago that there will be somebody somewhere who has a problem with that. But nobody in this room, I'm sure. It's been a rough time, but you know what? I want y'all to know that I'm still smiling and that I want you all to remember that this next piece that I'm going to do for you is for the team. It's for those people who can look at me and know that my success represents your own. This is for those who have reached out for me in the last 2 years. I dedicate this to you. You have been the sunshine for my growth. And those who did not reach out for me, you have been the rain for my growth. So what I want you guys to remember, I want you to remember that sometimes when you are looking for a coach, and maybe you haven't found it yet, an ideal coach, sometimes it's the person sitting next to you. So all those who are graduating, I want you to turn to this person sitting next to you and say, I run this. Somebody said, we run this. All right. This piece is called I Run. And y'all know I have a background in theater, so I gotta get a little closer. I was born to run. The first time I kicked in the womb, my race had begun and I'm running. A temperature that would leave a blazing trail beneath my feet. And even if the rivers in my eyes turn cold, I have a promise to keep. I was told to run. So I don't walk, I run. I don't crawl, I run. I have come too far from where I started from. It is time for me to run. The rays of the sun direct me to the harbor where I find energy for each one who suffers from the heat exhaust, from all of the pain in the purse, in the pocket, in the hearse, in the lock, in the key. And sometimes I do trip over the hurt. And the hurt was me. And when you chant and cheer, I focus on the lighthearted, the beautiful and the divine, and I will smile because I can see you standing by. I said, I can see you. Coaching and counting the seconds in the palm of your hand, and as your thumb goes up and down, you will continue to stand. And I will run across country, and you will track my steps. I will lean into the wind and pace myself because it is a long stretch. And I'm thirsty for my last 100 feet. And I will drink the air that I breathe and listen for your desire with my eyes closed. I'll tighten the grip on this steel baton and dream of igniting your torch. I said I daydream of being the fire that rockets you to the moon. I will give you freedom in your left hand. And you will pass it on to the next man or the next woman who can see. The gates of heaven open. Hear the voice loud and clear. I need you to help me. I need you to help me. I need you to help me maintain the pathway for every lost daughter, for every lost son. Pick up this message. Please deliver this message. And run. Run. Thank you.